Water is one of our most precious resources in this state. It is also the one I think we have the greatest opportunities to get out ahead of future problems and look at how can we use less water? How can we maintain a high quality of life and be more efficient and conserve more water? How can we look at innovative ways of creating additional storage without having to build whole new dams? If everyone does their part, we'll be able to deal with water for the next 200 years, but only if everyone does their part. We have so many places like the South Platte Forum where people come together and discuss the real challenges around water, and they've been doing it for years. When you do that, people really get to know each other and they build trust. And once you have trust, you can build collaboration and compromise, and people can actually get things done. The South Platte is an absolutely essential part of the water fabric that holds Colorado together. It is the place where we have some of the richest cropland. It's also a place where we have the biggest gap in terms of supply and demand. There are so many places where our demand really is beginning to exceed our supply that it's probably the highest priority in how do we address things like efficiency and conservation. The Colorado Water Plan, it's one of the most innovative water plans in the country. And we had over 30,000 people participate in the creation of that plan. And it's laid out a blueprint of how we're going to get from where we are now, and as the next few million people come, how we're going to make sure that we have the water we need, both in the urban and suburban areas. We're in a position now where 32% of our state is in an extreme drought. Something like 75% is in unusually dry conditions. And we're not sure whether this is going to become a new normal, but we have to be prepared. One of the things that the Colorado Water Plan does very well is prioritize how we're going to address the water needs of the future. And it really is an all-of-the-above kind of approach where we're going to emphasize and have emphasized conservation and efficiency in the way people use water in their homes, in their businesses, and ultimately on their crops. But we also look at, innovative new ways to get storage. And, maybe in places like Gross Reservoir, where instead of building a whole new reservoir, we find a way to raise that dam just a little bit, but dramatically increase the amount of storage. In the same way that Northern Water is also looking at innovative ways to really provide sufficient water for their future needs. Here in Colorado, we collaborate at the speed of trust, and it's happening every day. If you were to ask me what the most important thing I've learned about water in the last 8 years, I think it's that we're all connected. And that interconnectedness is really going to be our greatest strength, because we are all in this together. I think we have the tools and the relationships to be able to solve the challenges of water in the future.